Hey guys, and welcome back to Minecraft. Today we are going to be checking out a few new builds that we've done here in survival, including this awesome little path right here, which I just think is super cool. And I think this area that we've got coming along here is really awesome. It's turned out pretty freaking great. And I believe I showed you guys the exterior of this, but not the interior last time. I've been doing a lot of work. I've been really excited to keep these going. All the positive feedback has been great, so I've been really inclined to keep building and keep expanding this area. Again, I found this kind of interesting. Every single time I try and place a normal sized tree and just get like a small little oak tree, it grows into these giant ones. That happened here, but I thought it was an awesome spot to put the little wanted sign for the creeper, just because, you know, they've been a little bit of a problem out here. And also, yeah, another giant tree over there. I don't know how that one looks, but we're gonna leave it because it'd be a pain to kind of go and clear that out. Over here, I've already shown you guys the sunflower field. We did that last time in our big update video where we checked out the entire server. Out in this little guy right here, I finished off the interior. So I think this one turned out, it's really basic, but I think it turned out well. So we got this main sitting area right here, which is a little table and chairs, and we got like a kitchen-esque area over here. We can prepare some food and have a stove for cooking. Then back here, we have a little hidden like kids room. It's just two beds pretty much. It's got a lot of windows in this place. I might get rid of that window, I'm not too sure. And then back here we have the adults room. That's again pretty small and basic, but they got their chests, they got a double bed, and it's just kind of using the trapdoors to create this what was a tiny house into three separate rooms without losing too much space using full blocks. So I think we achieved that going here with that kind of stuff. I might change the stairs or the fences we're using as the tables because we're kind of glitching through right there because they're the 3D models. But yeah, so that is the inside of this house. I thought it turned out pretty cool. Coming out over here, we have added on this awesome farm over here, which I really like. I don't believe I've done the interior on the inside of this house yet, just because I kind of was focused on that one and been really excited building exterior stuff. But to start off, we have this little like pumpkin patch over here with some potatoes and things, just trying to show like different things growing. I thought it was really cool. I like the idea of adding just the extra little side garden area to the build, and I think it turned out really cool. We got some double tall ferns and grass and like I said, the potatoes and the pumpkins, just kind of showing different crops growing up in that little area. Over here we have a really basic cart design, trying to create a wheel or something in vanilla using the good old wood textures or the wood stairs. And then the cart itself is just pretty basic, but it's a cool one. It works. I think it works well enough. So the interesting parts of this build that we've done so far is this. So we have our big wheat field back here, and we have the house right here, and we have a grain storage item or a grain storage little tower over here. And I like this guy a lot. It was an interesting build. So it's got this upper little porch area where you can kind of look out, and then on the inside is just a bunch of sand kind of representing grain and things. It was a lot harder to do without having snow layers of it, but it worked out. I think it serves its purpose. Over here is a little like ramp to get everything up into it as much as we could with stairs, so it'd just be kind of a ramp, bring it up. And then imagine this being a door instead of actual trapdoors. And yeah, so you just kind of throw all the grain in that side, and then you could kind of come over here and check out on it. And also gives a great way to look out over the field, which this field, I think it works really well being wheat in this area. And I think, let's see, can we get up anywhere over here? Oh, I guess we haven't done the outside decorations on it yet. That's why it looks a little weird. But yeah, so let's get out of the field really quick before we disappear into the wheat. But yeah, so we have a little pond over here, just some sugar cane being reeds and things like that. I wish there was a way to stop them from growing. Really wish they could be like that height and have that one down at that height. I think that looks a lot better than having them all at 3. But I don't know, it works out well enough. We threw a little birch tree in here to get a little bit extra color. We got some nice flowers and just bushes and things like that. And then, like I said, I don't think we've done the interior yet. I put a fireplace in. Yeah, so we got our fireplace, and we got a little bed over here just kind of as a placeholder. It needs some windows, figuring out where those are going to go, and then actually doing the interior design for it. But yeah, so that's kind of a different way of doing these farmhouses that I'm trying to do. They're very loose, organic designs. Like the shape of all of them is very just kind of open and just works with the terrain and works with the walls of the fencing and things like that. Like we can hop up here on top of it, kind of take a look. Like this guy is the little, it has like 3 prongs to it and just kind of works its own way around. And that one over there, we can't quite get up any higher, but as you can see, it's just kind of the straight line, but then it kind of curves off to kind of create that sheltered in little field there for the potato, or the, not the potato, the pumpkin patch. And the same thing kind of works with that house over there that we've already done and checked out a while ago. But yeah, so I thought those were really interesting. And down in the town, I've been working on a windmill and a little bakery. I thought it was kind of cool idea to have another windmill in here. I know we said we were going to do the one over there as the diagonal, but I thought this was kind of a good idea, good time to put something into here. And so I've been doing these little shrubberies and things like that out front with all the flowers and bushes and stuff, and trying to keep them low enough so that the windmill can actually turn and go all the way around. This design, it's okay. I like it enough. I think it works. It's interesting though. Like, it's got just all the wooden frame and the fencing. I like it when it's on like there, because you can see the fence connecting into it. But when it's these up and down bits, because the fence doesn't connect into where the trapdoor is, it kind of bothers me a little bit. So I might look for an alternative for that. So if you guys have any ideas on how to do a really cool vanilla styled windmill, let me know. I'd love to see them. Or yeah, so if you guys have pictures of them, let me know like down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to check them out. Or send them to me on Discord. A lot of you guys have reached out to me there recently. It's been really cool talking with all you guys. So anytime you guys want to comment or talk or about whatever Minecraft related, I'm always happy to. But yeah, so that's the windmill. And then we got, oh, that's where my shulker box is. What one is that? That's my stone one. Yeah, so I decided to pick up all these different shulker boxes and just kind of make building a lot quicker and easier. We have 6 of them that are all just different types of materials. And I just kind of pull them out when I need them for certain points. So right over here, we got a little like hay storage thing. So just kind of store it over here, and then we can bring it across into the mill. And we got the windmill would turn up there, which turns this guy. And then down there would be a place where we like throw the hay into, and it would mill it. And then over here is like where the milled grain would be stored. And we got this cool fireplace. So I put a cake in there that looks like bread. That's kind of what we're working with right now. And as you can see, it does come outside over here. This side I have graded off, but I figured it'd be a cool spot to have like some seating or something out here. I might extend. I think it's probably a good idea to bring that up a little bit, like probably up a full block, then bring it out 2 more, so it comes out to right here and right there. So then we get 2 more blocks to work with, and it'll make this wall look a lot less flat. And we got to finish the chimney off up there. So I think it'd be a really good idea to do that, just for the purpose of making the wall look a lot more exciting. Then out here again, we have another little sitting area that kind of looks over the whole just center of the hamlet, kind of where all the roads are crossing through. And I thought it was just a really cool spot to add a little like sitting area. We got our smith down there, so people up here eating their food could be watching the smith going at work all day, and just kind of watching everything going around in the town. Upstairs is pretty wide open. Just again, a bed up here, just so I can kind of have it. If I ever need to sleep, I like having a bed so I can just run into a building and grab it real quick and fall asleep. Up here is just kind of what's holding the beam back. I might bring this out like one more block this way, and then do a contraption that would hold it. I think that'd be a bit more realistic than what we're at right now. But I like this design. I think it's pretty cool. And then yeah, so that's kind of what we've got down here. And we've got a few other little random added bits going on. Like I've started the field shaping over here, and just kind of working with it, just using the cobblestone to, oops, sorry. Just kind of plan out. I think I'm going to bring that back and bring it around to there, and then kind of use the mountain, kind of having that whole stuff right there as just bushes and things, kind of the same way we did it on our original wheat field. Over here. Kind of how we did just that bushy hill, with just a lot of overgrowth and shrubs and grass and rose bushes and things all over it. I really like using the rose bushes as like a barrier to the field. I've never used them that much as I have in survival before, because in creative I've always been really keen towards the lilacs and just the other like purples and blues and the peony bush or whatever you want to call it. And so I've been really liking using the rose bushes for once. I really like them this time. I think it's added a lot of red color that we really need around this area, and it worked really well with all the green bushes in the open sky area. I think it works cool, whereas the other ones I've really had to kind of hid under trees and stuff. But over here we have a little like wanted poster with like a chest where you could kind of collect your bounty. Say you go and grab this mean fighting machine of a rebel here and bring him back, and I don't know, we'd need to put a sheriff's office around here somewhere, I guess, so that's kind of future plans, I guess. But then you would be able to collect your bounty after you turn it in that area. Want pig, get out of here, eat. You know what? I'm gonna eat a pork chop right in front of you. Yeah, you like that. Alright, well, moving on. Yeah, so over here, like we were talking about the shape of the field, I guess we can finish that off right now and just kind of show you guys what I meant for the design. So the entrance to it's going to be right here. I don't quite know what, so I want to actually bring this wall up and have it continue on kind of over this way, as you can see here. And then, yeah, so it's going to just kind of branch up over here, kind of doing its own thing over this way. I'm thinking right about here is where we'll have it curve back in. I feel like that's a good spot for another road to come out, kind of following that down. And we can make the few farmsteads and things like that down in that outer area. And that would be pretty, I think it'd be pretty cool to be open up the map here if this is not going to crash. Yeah. So, but anyways, we can kind of bring the road coming out to here, kind of have it curve around that way. And maybe actually connect back up to here to that road, depending on how we want to do it. So it kind of creates that extra loop of the backcountry roads type thing going on, which could be a cool touch. So let me know if what you guys think about that idea. I just thought of it. But yeah, so just kind of different ideas of what we can do to work with here. And this guy, we're pretty much just going to follow this grass right here and bring this over here to that point. And I think that'll honestly be the wall that we're going to use. Maybe bring this up here a little bit up the mountain. And, oh, hello, floating grass. That's a little leggy today, I guess. But yeah, so we can kind of have that shape of the mountain right here. And we got this flat area where we're going to have that cool, awesome side-facing windmill kind of going up that way. I figured what this one will be is one of those rotating windmills that you guys have, that kind of everybody seems to be really crazed about recently in the Conquest community, that the big wooden windmills that are very much, not very much, but that they can rotate to get the best angle on the wind. So I figured that windmill there is okay facing that way, because like that's where it can't rotate. It's kind of built onto the building, so it'd be facing with the wind. But this one, if we did one of the the ones where it can rotate, and we had it actually just facing straight out into that way, it makes more sense than having two windmills totally facing random directions. And I really want to do a diagonal one on here. I think that's going to be an awesome touch. So I think that's our way of being able to accomplish that, is using that style of a windmill, because then it just makes it look a lot better than having one facing that way and one facing randomly that way, because that just doesn't make realistic sense with all the wind. I guess we could do some planning right now. We talked about doing that sheriff's thing, so if we could do like another building right here instead of just going into a wall. Yeah, what if we did that? 5. Kind of open it up right over here. I want to kind of, let's make it like a, so it has like a skinny front entrance. and then kind of widens out, I guess. Then we can add like a jail cell or something into it. That's a little weird shaped. I should know what the style we're going with here. It could kind of work. So we can have like kind of go out into a much wider area and have the back. Let's see. What if we did that? We can bring this guy out to 3. And then bring you in 3. Yeah. Then we can have like the front area right here. That would be like a, I guess the sheriff, he would be like in this area. And then we can have his office over in this corner, and a lowered down area that could be like a jail cell right over here. That could be kind of cool. Oh, did not mean to place that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do that and see where this design goes later. I mean, I guess it's a heart shape. I don't know if a heart shape really works for a sheriff's office, but I think if we do kind of the way that we have that build going on with the 3 points, where we have the highest points being right here, over here, and then around the door frame itself. I think what I want to do though, honestly, is bring it up so it's kind of a raised entrance, and then we have a little like front standing area right there. I don't have any stairs on me, but then we can throw some stairs in there, right there, and have the raised front entrance, and then we can do like a nice wood floor or something like that inside, and then this area dipping down into it's just kind of being like 1 block down from where it would be normally, and have that being like either a stone or a dirt floor depending for the jail cell. Probably a stone floor. You don't want the guys being able to dig out. But yeah, I'll get to work on that later, guys, and I think that's enough for the episode for today. I've gotten a lot done recently. I've been really happy playing survival again. I was kind of in a lull there for a little bit, so I wasn't wanting to do a whole lot, but I'm really back into it, definitely, from all the positive feedback you guys have given me, so thank you for that. And I will keep this up, and I'll leave it here on this path, guys. I think this looks awesome. I'm really happy with the amount of atmosphere that this little path right here is able to develop in the region. I don't know why. It just feels like it works really well for me. Probably the shader's helping a lot, casting the shadows from kind of what's on this side, and we got the fence there, and then the building and the house over here. It just works really well, especially in this area right here. Alright though, I'm going to stop blabbing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking. I really enjoy hearing back from you all about what you guys think about the build, suggestions you might have, and all of that fun stuff. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one, and have a good one.